So we'll just say it again. Good evening, YouTube. 10:33, and hopefully we'll get some people in here tonight. Download and upload speed's not too great, but we'll see how it works. Later at night it tends to get a little bit better. Ooh, look at that. My green screen must not be adjusted. What's up, Ken? How you doing tonight, buddy? Do a little adjustment on that. There we go. A podcast? Well, I don't know. I think it's kind of like a live stream, but probably using a cell phone. I don't know. I've never done one, so I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Why do you ask? Must be lagging tonight again, since you evidently aren't hearing me. Oh, I see. Well, I don't know. I've never been interested in a podcast, but I'm assuming it's something to do with like a cell phone, like streaming on a cell phone. That's just something to do with an iPod or an iPad, maybe, or probably not, though. And so, how are you doing tonight, Ken? According to the internet here, a podcast is a digital audio file made available on the internet for downloading to a computer or mobile device, typically available as a series, new installments of which can be received by subscribers automatically. There's your answer. So basically, it's a series. To help drive traffic back to your website or store or something like that. That's what a podcast is. So basically, it's like somebody wants to present a series of music or news events or whatever, or a series on, say, Abraham Lincoln. They can do a podcast. It's like a series. At the end of each podcast, it continues on, and it automatically notifies the people that are subscribed to the podcast. It sends them the next series, the next volume of the series, so to speak. Well, tonight we're downloading 0.82 and uploading 0.41. Not too good, for sure. Let's see what my check is on myself here. About 6-second delay. That's not too bad. Yes, Recon's not here yet. Must be running late or cooking dinner. Of course, he might have stopped at Taco Bell. No coffee today. Nope. The zero stuff here. I was going to bring some coffee out. I probably should have, but I didn't. So I got that, and I got this. I stole one of my wife's snacks. I did. Actually, I stole two of them. I already ate one. I'm saving this one for in case I want another one. Although I did buy a big box of the bigger ones. I'm not worried about her. She don't scare me. If she was here, she'd probably eat it. It's like when I get donuts. I like plain donuts. Just plain old donuts is what I like the best. She'll come over in the morning a lot, have some coffee. Probably so she don't have to make any, so she just comes over here because she knows I always make a pot of coffee in the morning. I usually make it the night before, but in the morning when I get up, as soon as I get up, I go turn it on and go about doing whatever else. Time I'm done messing around, getting dressed and feeding the dog and all that stuff, coffee's done. And she'll show up, or my other daughter Nancy will show up, or both of them will show up, and they'll raid my coffee pot. They can take that. They can, and we got a 14-cup coffee pot. I might be lucky to get 2 cups out of it once them girls get over there. Kiss her goodbye. Ah, boy. I did manage to go get a haircut today, finally. Finally. I don't know if it really improved or not, but I guess it's whatever. It's a mess, what it is. It's just the opposite. It's hard to figure out how to fix your hair because it's the opposite. Caitlin. Hi, Caitlin. How are you? Where is that? So, Caitlin, got off work, cooking dinner. Any idea who this little guy is? Get it straight. There we go. Come the other way with it, maybe. Ooh, I know who that guy is. I look like somebody you know. Better get a screenshot quick. Oop. Fix it the other way. There we go. I can get a screenshot. Trying to hold it still. They don't want to stay still. Ooh, there we go. It's getting there. We get a little bit better every day. Yeah, it was, but I'm hard headed and I just start plugging along again and whatever. That's how you do it. If you get frustrated, just leave it alone for a little while and then you go back to it. Get brave and try to fix it. Like I was talking to Judy Kane, the artist lady I know, older woman. She's an actual portrait artist, and I was telling her how I was frustrated with it and was ready to give up. And she actually has the same problem, and she's way better than I am at portraits. I'm more of a landscape person, but portraits is her forte. She told me herself, she admitted it, about every portrait she does, it gets to a point where she thinks, why did I even take this job? Why did I even do this? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. And she'll walk away and leave it. Then eventually, within a day or two or so, she'll walk back and pick it back up and realize this wasn't as bad as she thought and do some more. We're in Vienna today. Hope there's no gators in Vienna. I'm in the damn water. Might be crocodiles, though. I need a something that would just go over the top of me and just rip my head off while you guys are watching. That'd be kind of cool. Effects. Some kind of an effect. Recon be eating his Taco Bell and loses appetite. Excuse me. Well, it says we got 4 people. I knew it. Recon was hiding in the shadows. Yep. Yeah, we know who the lurker is now, don't we, Recon? You. Well, that's a heck of a thing. I can't even get my hand up on the thing. You. Point. Point. You, Recon. Well, we haven't decided whether we want to believe that story or not. Because we know YouTube doesn't give the right numbers anyway, so could be you are looking. We get another number. I'll be thinking Minnie, Minnie the lurker. What? No Taco Bell tonight, Recon? Or is this pizza night? Another one of them nights I got where I'm tired. I don't know why, just really tired again. I started to take a little bit of a nap, but my little great grandson was over at the house, so I had to play with him for a while. And I picked him up. He gets mad when I put him down. I give him to his grandmother. He gets mad at me. He don't want his grandpa to put him down. So you got any tickets tonight, Recon? Wendy's, huh? I never liked Wendy's. My son Chris used to like them a lot, but I never liked them. I don't believe in square hamburgers. Oh, you forgot. Well, so much for tonight's entertainment. Thanks a lot for forgetting, Recon. Now Ken and I can't pester you about whether you want anything. Ken, I think we should get him to get back in his car and go back to the store and get some tickets. Forgot. Says he forgot. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. You lost both of them. That's why you forgot. You didn't want to lose any more. But you might have just left the big jackpot. You may hear about it tomorrow. They'll go, yeah, so and so got the same tickets you got, and they hit the jackpot. $1,000,000. Too bad you didn't get it. Oh, God. You guys make me tired. I don't know why. Got to liven the place up a little bit. Get some trivia or something. No, I don't play the Powerball. Every time I haven't played the lottery itself, the Powerball or the regular drawing, I never even get one number. I played it quite a few times, but I never even get one number usually. I think once I got one number. They always, it seems like every time I pick the numbers, the winning numbers, every one of them are all the ones I didn't pick. Terrible. I played like fast play. You can get like a $1, a $2, a $5. I'm not sure if it goes over $5 or not. Might be a $10 one. I don't know. I never checked. I know a guy that's hit it. The Powerball. With the Powerball? As a no, a pick four. He already passed away, but um, he hit that pick four once, I think, and then a pick three, one right after the other. It wasn't a ton of money, but it's still like about. I think the pick four was 50,000, and I think I think he might have had to split it with somebody else. Imagine that hitting $300 million. Then when they get done taking the tax out, you're lucky if you got a third of it. No, because if the count's right, there's 5 people. Let's see, Ken, there's you, Recon, me, Caitlin. That's 4 people. Yeah, I know. He won more than Brad, big time, way more. Oh yeah, he said he had relatives coming out of the woodwork that he didn't even know he even had. I'm sure Brad got a few of those too. 39 million. He probably only got about well 13, 14 million out of it. Time he paid all the tax and all that crap. I've seen a lot of people win some of them big jackpots here in Florida. I told you about them, and they'd get. I mean, I've seen some big ones go. I mean, not gigantic, but between 6 and 10,000, and the people blow it so fast. I don't even know how they can. Yeah, that guy, he was pretty lucky. I didn't hear him say 39 million, but He must have at some point, but I never saw it. I'm about ready to fall asleep. Gonna sing me a lullaby, I guess. I'll just zonk right out. Let's see. Jack Scratch Fever. He won. He hit the 3 million. I saw that one, but then I found out. I think offers you can, or I mean, Recon that told me, but I guess he had hit 1 million before that. Is that right? So he got a total of 4 million. His voice does not match his body. I'll tell you that. He looks like a young kid to me. I mean, a real young guy. And I think he's a grandfather already. I mean, he just looks really too young. Yeah, I suppose you could do that. There's got to be something out there on when people win. I'm sure there is. Whether they like it or not. Your public domain, whether you like it or not, when you win. I'm eating a snack. I told you I would, Ken. He got 4 million altogether. Wow. He won the $1 million raffle first, didn't he? At least that's what I heard. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I can't believe AR Platinum hadn't hit $1 million yet. If you can look it up, he might as well have just told you. I don't know why he wouldn't tell you. I stole this from Nana. Shh. She don't know yet. Not only did I take 2 of them. Yeah, not 1, but 2. I got 2 of them. But these are the small ones. I borrowed a box of them real big ones. I'd be lucky to get one of those. She'll eat every one of them. She's probably already eating them now. Answering a question is not bragging. Well, I am surprised. Yeah, Platinum never hit one. A real big one. I'm not sure what his biggest win was. I know he's hit a number of $1,000 claimers, but what you gonna buy at the flea market, Caitlin? Let me guess. Stuff for Ezra. Well, we had Jennifer made stuffed peppers for us yesterday, but we'd already had something planned, so we ate the stuffed peppers today. I said it earlier, Minnie. I'm glad to see you, Minnie. But I told the guys earlier, If we get another number up here, up top, right there, I said the next one will be mini. So welcome, Minnie. I guess I got my hair cut just in time. Well, now I'm hurt. You didn't spend nothing on me? My goodness. You liked it wild? I even brought you to Vienna. I'm looking around hoping there's no crocodiles here, though. Of course, Ken's here. That's about the same thing as a crocodile, I guess. I mean, Recon. Yeah, I was thinking that AR Platinum hit a 5,000 win on something. Maybe it was a casino win. I know he does the casinos once in a while, too. I got my hair cut. Ken said I look like a damn hippie, so I figured I better go get one. I figured that's why Minnie wasn't coming around. She didn't want to be seen with a bum in here. How does the water remind you of Vegas? The last time I was there, it was dry and hot. I've been there twice, and both times it was scorching hot. Of course, dummy decided to go to Vegas. Thought it was a great idea to go in the middle of the summer. Both times. I didn't learn the first time. I had to go get burned again. I stayed at the Tropicana Motel both times. And that was back in the 70s. About 73, 74. That's when I was in the service. Oh, I know of a few of them, Recon. I know a woman that scratched. I can't remember what channel it was. I used to watch her once in a while. But I know she hit 1 million or more. Oh, you was going for the romantic boat ride. I see. Okay. Huh. I'm surprised there's water parks in Vegas. I'd think they'd be really concerned about conserving all water over there. They could kill the tourist industry with no water. But then again, with the technology nowadays, I guess water probably is not that big of a deal as long as you got the money to get it. I was there for so long ago that, see, who did I see? I saw Milton Berle. That's where I had dinner with Danny Kaye. Watched his show 2 or 3 times. Like I said, we actually had dinner with him. And I did see Elvis back then. And who else? Did I say Milton Berle? Yeah, Milton Berle. And gosh, there was a couple other. Oh, the Osmonds. Well, the whole Osmond family was super popular back then. So I did see their show. Donnie and Marie and all them. And I don't remember who else. Been a long time ago. I do have a couple pictures of me at the Tropicana Motel, though, outside by the sign when the Osmonds were playing. Excuse me. Cash option of 15.9. Sued by the store clerk that worked with him for half. Wow. Did the store clerk win or not? $1,000 per song. Well, that leaves me out. I'll have to stick with the boombox radio or something. Crank it up. That's a lot of money for one song. Well, I guess if you're there trying to impress a girlfriend or whatever, boyfriend or whatever, that might be the thing to do, I suppose. But I don't know. If it was my wife before we got married, she'd look at me and say, "What the hell are you, stupid or something? You're gonna waste $1,000 on a dang song for me? Pick up your guitar and play it, and keep the $1,000." 7 o'clock in the morning. They open at 8. Caitlin's sitting there going, like hell, I mean, I ain't getting up at no dang 7 o'clock in the damn morning. Bull crap. Even if the guy gave him $1,000,000, that's way more money than the store clerk had, and he wouldn't have to be a store clerk anymore. Boat ride in Vegas. Sounds good. Oh yeah, I know there's billionaires out there, millionaires all over the place, but no, I don't think I'd be that. I wouldn't be into blowing money like that. I'm just messing with you, Caitlin. Be here at 9 o'clock, okay? That's 9 a.m. Then we'll leave after that. We'll probably be having coffee about that time, and that'll be fine. We'll get there by like 10:30 or something like that. And that'll give us plenty of time to walk through the whole place. We're all going to a giant flea market Saturday, this coming Saturday, which is out in Waldo. It's a pretty good drive from here. It's about, let's see, 35, about 50 miles away or so. But it's huge. It's a huge flea market, just huge. There's just building after building after building after building after building. It probably takes. I mean, if you took your time and looked at everything, it would be hours before you could go through the whole place. And it's been there for many many years. It's quite a popular, very famous flea market here in Florida. Caitlin's going to buy everything for us, so we decided to go. Excuse me. Don't tell me that they actually awarded that clown money because he sold the guy the winning ticket. Because that, to me, is bullcrap. If he went in half on a guy with the ticket, that's a different story. But if he sued the guy because he sold him the winning ticket, that's just wrong. That should never, ever have been an award of any kind. Oh, huh. Gave 50 cents toward the ticket. Wow. Pennsylvania, huh, Recon? Well, we're not bringing a lot either, Caitlin. We're only bringing like $20 each. It's just to get out, get some fresh air, walk around, look at stuff and whatever. You find some little thing here or there, whatever. You know, if you got $20, that's probably all you're going to need. That's all your mother's going to have. We're only bringing $20 a piece. Not going to just blow a bunch of money. Just $20 a piece for whatever. Enough to get a hot dog maybe. And we are going to bring drinks though. We're going to get a cooler and get some ice and bring our own drinks with us. And maybe a few snacks or something like that. If I don't eat all the snacks before we leave, that is. That's a possibility. And you be quiet, Ken. I don't want to hear anything out of you. Just sit there, behave yourself, and be a good boy. Because Caitlin will tell her mother on me, and you'll get me in trouble, Ken. That's not nice. So they worked together, and evidently there was a witness. So it cost him a pretty good penny. That 50 cents made a lot of money, didn't it? I lost my chance at being a millionaire. I'll tell you a true story. I don't tell people this story very often. My wife and I could have been millionaires, but I didn't listen to her. We used to play our kids' birthdays and our own birth dates and all that stuff in New Hampshire. We played the same numbers every time. And one day I went to go get a ticket and I decided to change the numbers. When I got home later that night, when they called the numbers, our numbers, and this is a true story, every single number we picked was called. And we lost, I think it was like $30 or $40 million that we would have won if I had bought the normal ticket that we normally would have bought. And you can ask my wife that. She'll tell you that's exactly what happened. We just about cried. Well, I've been to the flea market so many times, many that it was, I don't know. I don't usually buy that much. Sometimes I go there looking for some tools. They have several big tool dealers there, and sometimes I'll buy a few tools there or something. But and I used to buy some computer stuff there once in a while, computer parts or whatever if I was looking for them. Mini vacations are good. Yeah, they both walked away with a pretty good chunk of money without a doubt. Neither one of them will have to work again for the rest of their life if they spend it wisely and invest it. That's the secret right there. And that's one thing Brad did have right. Invest it. Let the money make more money for you. Because then you can plan on, leaving your children something, your grandchildren something, and still live comfortably yourself. Because when you have that kind of money, you can lose a grip on it. You have so much money you don't worry about what the balance really is. You think it's always going to be there, but it's not. Unless you're investing it and making money with it, it's not going to be there that long. Well, you can't say that it's a copy of the clerk recon because, hey, if the ticket was $1 and I gave 50 cents, I'd want my half too. Fair is fair. All right. We'll see you probably, I don't know if you come out tomorrow or not, Caitlin, but we'll see you Saturday at least, Saturday morning. So have a good night. We'll see you then. I like back to the flea markets. I just really enjoy looking around at stuff because a lot of times there's like some really old stuff there you haven't seen in a long time and whatever. And I just like to look around. Once in a while, I'll find something that I've been looking for a long time, really cheap. Then the flea market usually is great, and I like the act of being able to haggle with somebody. In the flea markets down here, you can usually haggle with people, and they price accordingly because they know you're going to haggle with them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She does get half if she helped pay for the ticket. Doesn't matter what the price was. Half is if you pay half, you get half. Yeah, I mean, even locally here, I've been in the stores and recently I went to one and a guy, I think probably an hour before I got there, a half hour before I got there, got a $20 gold rush and hit 10 grand. I never get the $20 gold rush. I don't. It's too expensive for me. But if I had known there was a $10,000 ticket there, yeah, you can bet your butt out about it. But I just don't have that kind of money to lose. I'm sure there's a lot of lawsuits out there for lottery winnings, and a lot of them I'm sure are not even justified. People can very easily lie and say, "Yeah, I gave so and so half of the money for that ticket." If your name, if it's not on that ticket, you don't have a witness, a reliable witness that you gave half that money, you ain't got a leg to stand on. You better have it on camera when they buy the ticket. Well, I'm sure he did invest because that video I saw with Brad, um, when Brad talked about investing, I mean, he agreed with Brad. I think he kind of indicated that he did, but he didn't want to get into it, I guess, probably. But I kind of got a feeling when I saw the video that he did invest. If he didn't, then who knows? He'll be the loser for it, that's for sure. Wow, nice. Yeah, that's a great win. $2 million. Even if you get half back, you're still gonna have to pretty much pay all your bills off and invest some money and make some money. I think the best thing is just to have a plan. If you win, don't go out and blow it. Sit down with an investor, discuss it with an investor, and make a plan on what to do with it. You know, give yourself some time to think about it and let it sink in. An investor is going to point out the fact that you may have $1 million, but if you spend this kind of money, so much money every month or whatever, within so many years, you'll be broke. And they'll point that out, you know. So you can give you better avenues, invest X amount of money. And obviously, you're going to want some to pay off some stuff and whatever, buy a car or whatever, house, whatever. And that's the other thing, even if I won something like $1 million, I wouldn't get some big extravagant house. I'd get something small for my wife and I with an extra bedroom or two for grandkids or whatever. Nothing real fancy. Might not even be, probably wouldn't even be a new one. Probably be a used house. But nice, that's all. And one that, you could still afford if you lost all your money. That's the main thing to me was if make sure you buy a home that you can, even if it's paid off, if you're retired like we are, that you'll be able to afford to pay the taxes on it and the insurance and all that stuff. That's the main thing. Because even investing your money, you can still lose it. Yeah, that's what I watched with the podcast. There really is more lottery winners out there than people think. I bet every day there's big lottery winners every day in different states or different parts of the world for that matter. But, I mean, think about it. Every state's got, 30 or 40 tickets they're selling at least. There's winners, there's big winners every day, without a doubt. And it's always, like I've always said, right place, right time. I just haven't found the right place at the right time. Yeah. I mean, I have I did win $1,000 once. To me, that was the right place, right time. $1,000 is a good win. It's a great win. It took me a long, long time to hit $1,000 though. It did make me sick that if I got one more word on that crossword puzzle, I'd have had $150,000 though. All I wanted was one more word. I only needed one more letter. One letter. Oh well. Yeah, I'm sure they changed the story, or maybe somebody's coaching them into changing it, making it a little bit different, or whatever, or who knows? Maybe they remembered some different details later on. Who knows? But I'm sure the change. I'm sure that the story does change a bit. It's kind of a mind-boggling thing when you win the lottery. Shoot, I'd be thrilled just to win $10,000 or $50,000 or whatever. 100,000, I'd be ecstatic. But you never know. I never dreamed. I can be honest. I never dreamed. I mean, my main crossword's a $3 crossword, and I love crosswords. And I'll play a $5 crossword and a $10. Very rarely, back when we made more money, every once in a while I'd get a $20 one, but mostly $3 crosswords. I never dreamed I'd ever hit $1,000 on a $3 crossword. I was thrilled just to hit $100 or $50 or $60, and I won a lot of $100 ones. A lot of them. I mean, I bet you I've hit $100 on a $3 crossword 100 times probably. It wouldn't surprise me. $60, $50, 20, 40, 30. I mean, I was always really lucky with those $3 crosswords, but I never ever thought ever that I'd ever hit the $1,000 one or the one that was the jackpot up above it. I always figured I was doing great hitting 100 or whatever, and I have hit. Besides 100, I've hit 200 on them a couple of times, and I've hit a 300 on them and a 500 on the $5 ones, not the $300 ones. I mean the $3 ones. No, we were just talking about lottery winners. How you doing, Brad? Good to see you. We were just about getting ready to shut down, but that's okay. We'll stick around for a while. We were talking about that guy that interviewed you. We were just curious whether he actually invested his money or not, and the fact that he had to split the money with the store clerk that was there that supposedly paid for half of it. That's the whole idea. Have more than what you started with. That's what we were talking about. People are smart. They get a plan and invest it. For welfare fraud. Huh. Yeah, he got a good chunk of money, Brett, so I'm sure he's got. I would assume he'd have plenty left unless he really blew the heck out of it. Oh, he's definitely been killing it. That's for sure. That's a heck of a good year's pay. Nice, amazing. Oh yeah, I bet they're investigating him. Wouldn't surprise me a bit. Wow. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Brett, I'll be back in just a couple minutes. All right, I'm back. Too much Gatorade. Yeah, I think I heard something about that guy that won 200 times about the investigating him. Yeah, that's way too many times that he won. He probably was one of them guys that, like AR Platinum, busted that store clerk that would scratch down where the bonuses were or whatever and stuff. And you could tell the dollar sign would be there. So you'd know there'd be a win. A lot of the tickets, the bonuses have the big wins in them. Yeah, it's definitely that's fantastic. It's if you get a good investor, I think that's the biggest 90% of winning the lottery is having a good investor, without a doubt. Brad convinced me of that, but I mean, I always had it in my mind if I ever did win, I would get an investment firm, but he definitely concreted that into my head if I ever got lucky enough to win something big. Yeah, you can definitely with the money that he's made you, you can definitely live comfortably and still keep putting money in the bank. Stick on that budget. Yep. I went to a store not long ago, and I probably should have turned them in, but I watched the store owner, not a clerk, the owner selling tickets to people with a credit card. And that's against the law in Florida. And multiple times. I've seen him do it multiple times for pretty good amounts of money, $100, $300, and put it on people's credit cards. That's against the law in Florida. And he's got cameras in that store. If they ever pulled his cameras, they'd have his butt. He'd probably be in jail from the lottery. Probably nail his hide. Debit cards, yes, because debit cards is cash out of your bank. It's just the fact of using credit. It's not the same as cash. Credit's a different story. Some the places here, I do believe, if they want to, they can use a debit, but credit they're not supposed to use. And most of the stores won't even take the debit card because they don't want to be accused of taking credit cards for them. So they don't take the debit ones either. Yeah, we don't have any that I know of in Florida. Now you've been further south Florida than I have, Brad, but on your vacations or whatever. But I mean, I've been south. I never bought tickets down south. But as far as I know, in Florida, they're not allowed to use credit cards at all. But they may be doing. I'm sure they're doing it down south too. Yeah, most of the stores around here is cash only, except for the few crooks. And there are a few of those that sell them. In fact, I heard from somebody that there's one of the stores. I think it's the same guy that was taking the credit cards I saw. Even sold tickets to somebody on those SNAP cards or what do you call the food stamp cards or whatever. You know that's against the law, but he ain't got caught. Yeah, that's illegal as all get out. Yeah, somebody's making money on that deal. Yep. And the store I was talking about was owned by some Indians, from India or whatever. Those guys, a lot of them guys are crooked as can be. I found out that their families, a lot of the India people from India come here to Florida, and their whole family gets involved in the stores. And they'll have multiple stores, 3 or 4 of them, whatever. And they legally, and they've admitted it, they can run a store without paying taxes for 7 years. When their 7 years is up, they transfer the store to another family member to keep the money in the family. And that's what they do. I've seen this happen locally here. They'll go for 7 years. Next thing you know, there's a new owner, and it's their brother-in-law or their brother or sister or whoever. Usually it's brother or brother-in-law or father and son and whatever. But it changes hands every 7 years. So they don't have to pay taxes. There's something in Florida where they don't have to pay taxes for 7 years. That kind of pisses me off. I just don't think that's right. They've already got the money. They don't need a grant. Most of them admit it. I've heard them admit it. They have money, and the whole family's got money. Well, I was told 7 years here in Florida. I don't know about where you are, Ken, but here in Florida, I think it's 7 years. I never looked it up, but that's what I was told. Well, fantasies can be good. Have a good night, Minnie. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you coming by. Take care. And don't forget, we know when you're lurking. We know you. We'll figure it out. Take care. Have a good night. Yep. Stay safe and healthy. Yeah, it's probably a good time to shut it down anyway here. We've been on for an hour and going on 20 minutes. Brad, thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Ken, Recon, glad y'all came by. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good night, and hopefully we'll be on tomorrow night and without no problem with this internet again. Hopefully it's, I know I'm lagging some tonight, but it's not bad that I noticed yet. Whoops, wrong button. Y'all take care. Have a good night, guys. Jump back on tomorrow night if you get a chance to, and we'll chat some more. We need to get, I need to get some links for some trivia so we can jump some trivia in here once in a while or something, just for the fun of it. If y'all find any sites, post them up on a comment there and let me know, and I'll check them out. So have a good night, guys. Take care.